Hey, what's going on, everybody? Another training video here. Typically, this is for moving owners, ops managers, office managers, sales reps, anybody involved in leadership and upper management at a moving company. So, our topic today, talking about how do you fix a bad culture. Okay, so let's say, and there could be a bunch of scenarios that you walk into this. You buy a moving business like from someone else, and you're kind of coming in as a new owner and there's already people there and culture might not be good. That's a scenario. Another scenario could be that you've been in business for a long time, you built the business up, and then you worked yourself out of the day-to-day. You have key people running the business, you run it from a distance, and over time, it was a good culture, but over time it's kind of whirlwind into a bad culture. And then there may just be the fact that you're in the day-to-day and there's a bad culture and you just don't know how to course correct. You don't know how to get people to jump on board your mission and be able to see like where you're going and the type of environment you want to create. So if you're in this boat, any of these situations, and maybe I'm sure there's more, but something that you may need to realize, couple solutions. One solution is you may have to slow down to speed up. So you may come in and you need, especially if you're having a really bad environment, you just need to slow down some of the volume, okay? I know that's hard to listen to hear to slow down booking jobs, but like I can tell you, a really bad environment and culture can be more detrimental, because then you're going to go do bad work, you're going to get a bad reputation, and for every 10 good reviews, one bad review matches it. So like if you're going out and your credibility is going down because your culture is not good, so guys have bad attitudes when they're at the customer's home, they're not doing a good job, etc., like not good. Nobody wants to come work at your business because they know that it sucks. Bad labor problem there, right? So there's a lot more problems that can ensue if you leave a bad culture. So there are times when you need to clean house. You need to, and before doing something like that, that's a drastic measure. My recommendation is you come in, you have some one-on-one meetings with everybody that you can, and you get a vibe. You need to let people know, hey, we're drawing a line in the sand. This is what we're going to expect. And there's not going to be any second warnings. Like, this is the type of environment we're going to create, and these are the type of actions and attitudes you have to exude to stay around. And the people that don't want to be a part of that, you separate from. You part ways. And so you're going to maybe have to clean out in some of the cancer, because a bad mover, like a cancerous mover, oh my goodness, it rottens the whole batch. Right? Because they're complaining all the time, and then they get other people complaining. And then you get a complaining chorus out there, and it's just a headache. So you don't need that. Focus on, okay, who wants to grow? Who wants to be here and actually make this better? Spend time with those people. And you know what? It might be a great mover, like on a skill basis that you're separating from. You just might have to do that. Again, there are times that you may face that you may have to reconstruct some of the people side of your business. Don't just sacrifice culture and environment just to make a dollar, because what you're doing is you're putting the immediate short-term dollar in front of a long-term dollar. The long-term dollar is the more important one, the one 5 years from now, 10 years from now, etc. What are some other things? You might not have to clean house. You might just have to get rid of one bad person that's making, a big scene. One of the biggest mistakes is our business is keeping the wrong people too long. If you know in here that guy or gal does not fit who we are, they're not working out, you need to make a decision. Okay, don't keep them around for another 3 months. Don't, now I give you this advice, everybody's case by case, okay? Because you got to be careful too, firing people or letting people go. Somebody turns around and they are getting unemployment. Now you're getting a bill in the mail, right? You need to have some disciplinary actions, and if you let people go, you need to have some like paper trail on why you're doing it. So I'll put that out there. Some other, solutions to bad cultures. If you go back and look at the 5 steps, the first 5 steps program, implement some strategies to dilute the negative. There's no way to just get rid of negative. You really have to dilute it with a lot of positive, from what I've learned. So the way to fix a bad culture is just immerse as much as you can of good stuff in it. And it's not overnight. It will take weeks, months. It could take you a whole year or more to get it really where you want. And the question is, are you willing to do the work? That's usually the big one. But just dump as much positivity as you can. And that seems to help the situation. So, sometimes you need a clean house. Sometimes you need to get rid of one bad apple. And then overall, what I would be doing regardless is you have to saturate the environment with what you want. That starts with you. Extreme ownership in your business means that you take full responsibility. If the culture's not good, whose fault is it? It's not the mover's fault. It's not the salespeople. It's not the ops manager. It's your fault. Now, it's everybody has got a part in it, but the buck stops on you as the owner. Now you can have the same, you can take on that same mentality if you're an operations manager or a general manager. You may not own the business, but you can take extreme ownership. Okay, you can take extreme ownership as an employee, and I would recommend it because that gives you more firepower to then vouch for yourself on why you should be getting like a commission of gross profits or gross sales. The way to make more money in this industry is to perform, right? Be valuable, be an asset, treat it like it's your business. So, when you have a bad culture, it is going to be a process. You're not going to just go in and change one thing usually and it fixes. So have an extreme level of ownership.